Welcome to the Valencia Street Circuit for the Sprint Race Championship. We're kicking off event 4 of 5 tonight, and this is the 10th race of a thrilling 15-race season.
It's always an intense evening on these street circuits, Hal, especially with 3 races back-to-back. As a driver, you know there's no room for error, and you need to be on it from the very first lap.
Indeed, Sky. And looking at the championship table, Jimmy Lindo currently leads, but Daniel Cochise and Elliott Norton, who already has 4 race wins this season, are right there challenging him.
And let's not forget the class championships. The Pro and Pro-Am drivers like Norton and Mac McFarquhar will be pushing hard for overall honors, but the Am drivers such as Nigel Walters and Neil Constableberry have their own battles to win tonight too.
And here we are on the grid. Daniel Cochise, second in the championship standings, starts on pole position for this race. A massive opportunity for him to close the gap.
He certainly has the prime spot, but on a street circuit like Valencia, the run down to turn 1 is incredibly tight. Being on pole gives you options, but I always felt the pressure was immense, knowing everyone behind you is looking for that tiny opening.
Jimmy Lindo, the championship leader, is right there in third with Dominic Fovargue, a Pro-Am driver, splitting the top 2 championship contenders on the front row.
That's an excellent qualifying for Fovargue. And further back, Elliott Norton, P3 in the overall championship and a strong Pro-Am driver, starts from P6. He's got 4 wins already, so he'll be looking to make up ground quickly.
And Nigel Walters, 4th in the overall standings and a top AM driver, lines up P4. A very strong qualifying performance from him. We're go. The lights are out here at Valencia, and race 10 is underway.
What a start. The field surges forward, fighting for every inch into turn 1.
Early action on track. Chris Stokes, a Pro-Am driver and 7th in the standings, has already made a move past Jareth Hallam.
That's an aggressive start from Stokes. On these tight streets, you have to be opportunistic, and he clearly saw an opening there.
More changes in the midfield. Chris Stokes, who made a good early move, has now dropped back several places, losing out to Vilcali Perkiel, Jamie Price, and Nick Edwards.
That's the kind of chaos you get in the opening laps here. A slight misjudgment or a loss of momentum, and you can instantly lose 3 spots. You have to be so precise.
Oh, major drama. We have a collision between championship leader Jimmy Lindo and Elliott Norton. The stewards have already ruled it a penalty incident, with Lindo punting Norton.
That is a huge incident, especially between 2 of the top 3 in the championship. Both cars are now well down the order, and that's a nightmare for Lindo, who started so well. You can't afford contact like that on these narrow streets.
Chris Stokes making a move on David Constableberry. He takes the position, but Constableberry fights back immediately.
Oh, what a switchback. Constableberry gets back past, but Stokes is right there again. This is exactly what you get when you're battling wheel-to-wheel in traffic.
Mac McFarquhar, the pro driver, makes a move on Jareth Hallam, taking that position.
But Hallam fights right back. He doesn't give up an inch and reclaims the spot immediately.
Jamie Price has found a way past Neil Constableberry. That's P7 for Price.
And disaster for Neil Constableberry. He's made contact with the barriers. That's a big hit for the AM driver.
He's dropping like a stone now, losing multiple places after that contact, with Jimmy Lindo and David Constableberry streaming past. Elliott Norton, the Pro-Am driver, is starting to find his rhythm. He's just moved up, taking Chris Stokes for position 13.
He really is on a charge now. After that early contact, it's all about damage limitation, and he's clearly got the pace to climb back through the field.
Norton, with his 4 race wins already this season, certainly knows how to push. He's hunting down the next car ahead, trying to gain every possible championship point.
And there it is. He's found a way past Vilcali Perkiel. That's another place gained for Norton, now up to 12th position.
Trouble at the front. John Buntakis has made contact with Nigel Walters, punting him. The stewards have already ruled it a penalty on Buntakis.
That's a massive blow for Nigel Walters, the AM class frontrunner who was running high up. He's now losing positions rapidly down the order.
Walters is really struggling to recover from that hit. He's dropping several places as Jimmy Lindo and others stream past him. John Buntakis, the AM driver, makes a move on Jimmy Lindo, taking P6.
But Lindo immediately reclaims it. That's a classic battle, nose to tail on a street circuit.
Oh, more contact between them. Buntakis into Lindo again. Stewards have instantly flagged that as a penalty, a punt on Lindo.
That's another rough moment for Lindo, the championship leader. These incidents could really impact his points haul from this race.
And despite the contact, Buntakis has managed to get ahead of Lindo once more, taking that position. Nick Edwards makes a move on David Constableberry for P9. He takes the position.
Oh, but they've made contact immediately, and Constable Barry reclaims the spot. That was aggressive from both.
Elliot Norton, still fighting his way back, has made another move. He's just overtaken David Constable Barry for ninth position.
That's excellent recovery driving from Norton. After that early incident, he's steadily climbing back up, showing why he's one of the top Pro-Am drivers in this championship.
Jimmy Lindo, the championship leader, has found a way past John Boontakis, taking P6.
Lindo is certainly on a charge, recovering well from that earlier incident. It shows the drive they have, even when things go wrong.
More problems for John Boontakis, now as Nigel Walters gets past him for P7.
Walters is clawing his way back too, after his own earlier contact. He's showing good pace to move through the AM class field.
And Elliot Norton gets in on the action, pushing past Boontakis as well. That's P8 for Norton. More changes in the midfield. Jimmy Lindo loses a couple of spots, overtaken by both David Constable Barry and Nick Edwards.
And then Nick Edwards, a Pro-Am driver, makes a move on David Constable Barry, taking ninth position.
But David Constable Barry immediately fights back. He's reclaimed the spot from Edwards. What a battle.
And Edwards gets it back again. This is incredible wheel-to-wheel racing between these two drivers.
Oh, and they've made contact. Nick Edwards and David Constable Barry come together. Another incident on this challenging circuit. And Daniel Cochise crosses the line to win race 10 here in Valencia. From pole position to victory, a dominant drive.
What a fantastic performance from Cochise. To lead from lights to flag on a street circuit like this, it takes immense focus and precision. He absolutely earned that victory today.
Dominic Fovargue finishes incredibly close behind in second, holding onto his starting position, a superb result for the Pro-Am driver. And Mac McFarquhar, the pro driver, takes a well-deserved third place. A great recovery drive from P7 on the grid.
He really worked for that podium. Moving up 4 places on a tight circuit like this shows excellent racecraft and consistent pace. A very impressive drive.
What a chaotic start to event 4 here in Valencia. Daniel Cochise takes a crucial victory, moving himself right into contention for the overall championship.
Absolutely, Hal. It was a race of attrition for many, especially for championship leader Jimmy Lindo, who was involved in multiple incidents. These street circuits are so unforgiving.
Dominic Fovargue secured an excellent second, with Mac McFarquhar also on the podium. And Elliot Norton did well to recover after his early contact. A lot of points shifts tonight, and we still have 5 races left. Welcome back to Valencia for race 11. After that dramatic opener, the championship battle is absolutely on fire.
Daniel Cochise's victory means he's now just 4 points behind Jimmy Lindo. The championship leader's advantage is all but gone.
And what a climb for Dominic Fovargue. His second place finish moves him into the top 10 overall, a big gain for the Pro-Am driver.
Mac McFarquhar also consolidated his P5 with a strong podium. Every point matters now, not just for the overall title, but those vital class championships.
Here we are for race 11, and it's a completely shuffled grid as expected for this reverse grid format.
This is where it gets really interesting, Hal. Drivers like Vilcali Perkiel and Neil Constableberry are at the very front, while the likes of Daniel Cochise and Mac McFarquhar have a mountain to climb from the back.
Championship leader Jimmy Lindo is in a strong P4, a great chance for him to score big points after his difficult first race. But Cochise, winner of race 10, is all the way down in P14.
As a driver, starting from the back on a reverse grid means you have to be aggressive but smart. You know the faster cars are around you, and the front runners from the last race are going to be charging hard.
Elliot Norton, third in the championship, also has some work to do from ninth, while Chris Stokes and Nigel Walters have good starting positions further up. And the lights are out for race 11. We are underway here in Valencia.
The field surges forward. This reverse grid means the opening laps are going to be absolutely wild.
Chris Stokes, starting P3, has already made an aggressive move past Jimmy Lindo.
He's driving with intent today. Stokes is known for his strong starts, and he's not wasting any time trying to make up ground, even taking Neil Constableberry.
Further back in the field, John Boontakis, the AM driver, has just made a move stick on David Constableberry, taking P5.
That's a good move for Bentakis, picking up a spot there. Every position gained from a mid-pack start on these street circuits is hard-earned.
Daniel Cochise, starting from P14, is already making progress. He's just passed Mac McFarquhar and is up to P9.
He's on a mission, isn't he? From pole to victory in the last race, and now he's carving his way through the field. That's the mark of a championship contender.
A change at the front. Vilcali Perkiel has just overtaken championship leader Jimmy Lindo for P2.
Perkiel is driving brilliantly from pole position. Lindo, after his race 1 struggles, needs to stay composed and hold his ground.
Jimmy Lindo makes a move on Vilcali Perkiel, taking P2. A crucial pass for the championship leader.
And Perkiel is really losing momentum now. Neil Constableberry and David Constableberry also stream past him.
More drivers getting by Perkiel as Daniel Cochise and Jareth Hallam push past. He's dropping down the order quickly. Oh, we have contact between Elliot Norton and Dominic Fovardi. That's a big incident.
And Fovardi has hit the barriers. That's a significant shunt for the Pro-Am driver. He's lost his spot to Jamie Price as a result.
Jamie Price and Dominic Fovardi have come together. The stewards are already reviewing that, and it's a penalty on Jamie Price for punting Fovardi.
Oh, that's really unfortunate for Fovardi. That's the second time he's been involved in contact. It's tough when you're trying to defend your position.
Despite the penalty, Price has still managed to get ahead of Fovardi, taking P8.
It's a tough call sometimes for the stewards in these incidents, but they were quick to judge that one.
And Jamie Price continues to push. He's just found a way past Vilcali Perkiel, moving into P7.
Price is really making the most of his pace, even after that earlier penalty. He's determined to gain as many places as possible.
Elliot Norton has made a move. He gets past Dominic Fovardi for P8.
But Fovardi fights back immediately. He's not letting Norton go easily.
And Norton reclaims it straight away. That's a feisty battle between these two Pro-Am drivers.
They're really going at it, wheel to wheel, showing great commitment. It's exhilarating to watch from here.
And Norton continues to charge forward, now making a move stick on Jamie Price, taking P7. Dominic Fovardi gets past Elliot Norton. He reclaims the position.
But Norton is fighting back immediately. That's another switchback move between them.
Oh, Jamie Price has found the barriers. That's a big impact for the AM driver.
That's such a shame for Price after he was making up so many places. It's a cool reminder of how quickly things can go wrong on a street circuit.
Daniel Cochise has done it. He's just passed Neil Constableberry for P3.
From P14 on the grid, Cochise is now firmly on the podium. What an incredible drive from the championship contender.
Oh, Nigel Walters has crashed into the barriers. Another incident on this challenging circuit.
That's a blow for the AM class contender. He was having a solid run up until now. These walls just don't forgive any mistakes.
Contact between David Constableberry and Elliot Norton. It looked like Constableberry turned in on Norton, and the stewards have issued a warning.
And Norton capitalizes, getting past. But now Constableberry is in trouble. He's crashed into the barriers.
He's really struggling after that impact. Nigel Walters and Jamie Price are now streaming past him. A tough end to his race. Jareth Hallam makes a move on Neil Constableberry for P4. He takes the spot.
But Constableberry fights straight back. He reclaims the position immediately. That's a great defensive move.
And Chris Stokes takes the checkered flag. A fantastic drive from P3 on the grid to win race 11.
What a superb performance by Stokes. He navigated that reverse grid chaos perfectly and drove a controlled race to claim the victory. That's a huge haul of points for the Pro-Am driver.
And here comes Jimmy Lindo across the line in second position. A brilliant recovery drive from P4 on the reverse grid for the championship leader.
That's exactly what Lindo needed after the last race. He's salvaged a huge amount of points today, and that's crucial for his championship lead.
Unbelievable. Daniel Cochise crosses the line in third, from P14 on the reverse grid to a podium finish.
That is the drive of the race without a doubt. To come through the entire field like that on a street circuit is just phenomenal. He's making a serious statement in this championship.
What a race! Chris Stokes takes a fantastic win from third on the grid in that reverse grid race 11.
He drove beautifully, managing the chaos and holding his nerve. But the drive of the race for me has to be Daniel Cochise, coming from P14 all the way to a podium finish.
Absolutely incredible from Cochise. And Jimmy Lindo's second place is crucial for his championship lead after the last race. That title battle is now incredibly tight with just 4 races remaining.
The reverse grid format certainly delivered the action. Every point gained on a day like this is hard fought, and it sets us up perfectly for the next one.
Welcome back to Valencia for the final race of Event 4. Race 12 is almost upon us, and what a shift we've seen in the championship standings.
Daniel Cochise has done it. His incredible drive in the last race means he's now the championship leader, nudging Jimmy Lindo down to second. This is exactly why you push for every point.
Absolutely, Sky. And Elliot Norton is right there in third. Chris Stokes' fantastic win in race 11 has also propelled him to fifth overall, a huge gain for the Pro-Am driver.
It's all to play for now, with just 4 races remaining in the entire championship. Every pass, every position will be critical in these final 2 races tonight.
And here we are on the grid for race 12, the final race of Event 4. Daniel Cochise, the new championship leader, starts on pole position.
What a position to be in. After taking the championship lead, Cochise has the best possible start to consolidate that advantage. You always want to convert pole, especially on a track like this.
Right alongside him is Jimmy Lindo, who just lost that championship lead but will be absolutely determined to fight back from P2. This front row is crucial for the title.
Then you have Nigel Walters, the strong AM driver, starting P3, and Mac McFarquhar, a pro driver, in P4. It's a stacked front few rows, setting up for a very intense opening lap.
Elliot Norton, third in the overall championship, starts a little further back in P8, while Chris Stokes, winner of the last race, has work to do from P13. And we are go for race 12. The final race of Event 4 is underway.
The lights are out. What a launch from the front row. This is going to be fierce into turn 1.
Chris Stokes, starting P13, is already making moves. He's just passed John Boontakis for P9.
He's definitely looking to continue his momentum from the last race, and he's immediately pushed past Elliot Norton too, making up more places.
Neil Constable Barry is on the charge early. He's already passed David Constable Barry, then Chris Stokes.
He's really found his rhythm in these opening laps. And there he goes again, past Nick Edwards. A great start for the AM driver.
Jared Hallam, starting from P7, seems to be holding his position well in the middle of the pack.
Sometimes in these opening laps, keeping your nose clean and maintaining position is the smartest play, especially with the high stakes of this championship.
Dominic Fovargue has made a move on Mac McFarquhar. He's taken P4.
Great driving from Fovargue, the Pro-Am driver, taking that position from the pro. He's clearly pushing hard today.
But McFarquhar fights back immediately. He reclaims the position from Fovargue. Superb racing. Dominic Fovargue is on the attack. He's just pushed past Elliot Norton for P5.
They've made contact immediately. Oh, it's a double hit between them, and Norton reclaims the spot. That was incredibly aggressive.
Dominic Fovargue has made the move on Elliot Norton once again, taking P5.
Fovargue is really showing his intent in this final race. He's determined to get ahead of Norton.
He's holding that position for now, but Norton will be looking for any opportunity to fight back.
This battle for P5 is critical, especially with both drivers being Pro-Am. It's a fight for vital class points too.
Fovargue is driving a strong defensive line here, making it very difficult for Norton to get a run on him.
It's all about precision on these streets. One small mistake and the position is gone.
And Elliot Norton gets it done. He's found a way past Dominic Fovargue, reclaiming P5. Jamie Price, the AM driver, has made a move. He's just taken P8 from Dominic Fovargue.
Price is really trying to make his mark here. He's showing good pace in the midfield today.
He's had a few tough races, so this is good progress for him here in race 12.
And contact between Jamie Price and Neil Constable Barry. Oh, that looked like an aggressive move from Price.
The stewards have immediately ruled it a penalty on Jamie Price for trying to force his way into a closing gap. More action in the mid-pack. David Constable Barry and Jareth Hallam have both found a way past Neil Constable Barry.
It's all happening there. Neil Constable Barry is losing positions after that contact with Price. He's dropped back a couple of spots.
Contact between Nigel Walters and Jimmy Lindo, two of the championship contenders making contact.
Oh, they're still going at it. Another collision between them. This is incredibly heated out there.
Dominic Fovargue has made a move on Neil Constable Barry. He's up into P8.
Fovargue is certainly determined to finish this event on a high. He's had a challenging race 11, so this is good recovery.
Dominic Fovargue on the attack again. He's just pushed past Jamie Price for P7.
He's really working hard to make up those positions. That's a strong move from the Pro-Am driver.
Neil Constableberry has made a pass. He's just overtaken Jamie Price for P8.
That's good recovery for Constable Barry. He's had a few moments in this race, but he's staying in the fight.
And Daniel Cochise takes the checkered flag. Another dominant performance from pole to victory here in Valencia.
What a statement from Cochise. To win race 10, then lead this race from the start, shows incredible mental strength, especially now being the championship leader. He's driving like a true champion.
Mac McFarquhar crosses the line in second place. A fantastic result for the pro driver coming from P4.
He drove a very intelligent race, picking his moments and maintaining strong pace. That's a great points haul for McFarquhar in the pro class standings.
And Nigel Walters takes the final podium spot in third. A brilliant drive from P3 on the grid for the AM driver.
He held his nerve in some incredibly aggressive battles out there, including with Lindo. That's a huge result for him and for his AM class championship hopes.
Oh, late drama. Jareth Hallam and Jamie Price have made contact. A crash between the two of them.
Right at the end of the race. That's a disappointing way for their race to finish, especially with the checkered flag so close.
What a way to cap off event 4. Daniel Cochise takes a commanding victory from pole position, solidifying his lead at the top of the championship standings.
He's truly found his form today, Hal. Back-to-back wins for Cochise is a huge statement. Mac McFarquhar and Nigel Walters also had excellent drives to secure those vital podium finishes.
And despite the various incidents throughout the race, the championship battle is incredibly tight at the top. With only 3 races left in the entire season, it's going to be a thrilling finish. What an incredible evening of racing here at the Valencia Street Circuit. Event 4 has come to a dramatic close, and the championship table has been completely rewritten.
Absolutely, Hal. Daniel Cochise is the big winner tonight, vaulting from second to first in the championship. As a driver, you know how much these 3 races test your focus and resilience, and Cochise delivered.
Jimmy Lindo, our previous leader, now sits in 4th. Elliot Norton climbed to 2nd, and Chris Stokes, a strong Pro-AM driver, is now firmly in the top 5. What a night of shakeups.
Every single point gained or lost felt amplified today. With just 3 races left in the entire season, this championship is going to be an absolutely thrilling finish.